Hey everybody, Louisa here, and I wanted to share with you some really pretty Christmas ornaments that I just finished making. And I did share this on Periscope. If you ever want to see anything live from me, just check out my Periscope. It's, what is it? I think it's Louisa Merced. And, yeah, Louisa Merced on Periscope. Because I do occasionally post some things on live. And I did share these. So anyways, they're pretty much the same thing, just a different look. And I used a couple of paper mache ornaments. So they had that color, I don't know, not this color, but you know what I mean, the paper mache color, kind of like the background color here. I got a mess going on and I have to clean it up because I got to prep for paying bills tomorrow. Anyway, I used, it was this brand here, and I think it is from Michael's, but it could have been AC Moore because I've picked up a lot from AC Moore lately, and this is not focusing. It's called Celebrate It. There we go. And I know I got them on sale, so it wasn't $1.49, it was less. So the first one that I did was this one. This one to me was the most obvious when I started working on it. I did use images off of this paper, wrapping paper, that I have a roll of. I picked it up at an antique mall a while back. So I'm thinking this year I might wrap some of my presents in this really cute paper. And I had fussy cut the little images and then cut them out even more, and I used 3 for this one. But first, both of these I painted it with the same color, and I used this folk art pink chiffon, and it's a pearl acrylic paint, so it has that like shiny, kind of a shiny finish to it. So the first one's more like a Victorian looking thing. They both have tassels, one shorter than the other, and I did use the same fibers off of this pack of, it's called Scarf Fusion, and I get it on clearance at Hobby Lobby, $3.59. So I have been cutting away at this, and this is really going down fast because this one's my favorite, the gold. I do have other colors, but for some reason I've been gravitating towards the gold ones. But I did tuck in lace and pearls in this, and I'll show you in a second. So let me scoot this one over. That was the second one that I made. So there's the really cute images, and they're kind of like porcelain dolls dressed in vintage attire. There we go. And I just used my Mod Podge to put it on, and I did cover it. You know, I went over it with the Mod Podge as well. And then here's the other image, really cute. And then there's the third one. So then I went over these sections here. This is kind of, it's got this like edges here, and I went over it with my Chinese braid, but in this color for the vintage look. And then in between each section where there is no image, there's another trim back there that is from Recollections, and it's one of their new collections, Crafted Vintage Glam, so I used the one on the bottom. And in the middle of that, I just added some flat back pearl that someone had given me a long time ago. So it's just this stuff here. And that pretty much finished that whole look there. I didn't want to overdo it because I wanted to show off the images. So then on the top, I used a large rondelle that I had. I just threaded it through, threaded the string through that. Hot glued it down. I did remove some of the pearls up there just so this would lay flat. On the bottom, I added this large ring I had. And then inside is where I stuck my makeshift tassel, which all I did was take long strands, folded it over, I tied something around it in the middle to hold it in place, and then just I put a lot of hot glue in the hole where the ring is, and then just shoved that right in, held it in place until it stuck. And it was all the fibers plus these pearl strands from Hobby Lobby, and then this lace trim here. So there's a couple of pieces of that. So, and then all the fibers. Really, really pretty. And I left it nice and long. So that's how that looks. Really cute. So then the second one, I was contemplating on doing exactly the same thing because I have plenty of the images, plenty of everything to do it the same way, but I went with more of a shabby chic, a little bit different look. And I did make the tassel a little shorter only because I added something up here. Like this one was more flat, and then the other one has something on top. It makes it look like a bigger ornament. There's glue everywhere, of course. So with this one, I wanted to add something to drape or swag and hang off of it other than just a tassel. So I used some gold chain, which is this Blue Moon brand that I picked up at Tuesday morning for $1.99. I just used some small trim here, and I've had that for a long time, as well as this piece behind the pearl trim. And then the flat back pearl trim. Then again my chain. Just hot glued it in place, let it swag, and then hot glued it down, and then added these really pretty pre-made bows that I had picked up at the antique mall, which I'm sure was vintage because the packaging was super old. So I just put one at each one. Really, really cute. And then on the bottom, I stacked two pieces. One of those same large rondelles like the other ornament, and then another ring, but it's smaller. It's the same, almost the same width as a rondelle, and then did the same technique with these fibers, just use a few less. I didn't want to use the darker colors that were in here, so I kept to all the lighter colors and the gold, and then did the same thing and just shoved it into the hole with some hot glue. And then for this one, I used a thinner or smaller beaded pearl trim that I have in white, and then for the lace, I just use this white, like a crochet trim. I don't have too many really thin laces, so I'm going to have to shop around for some. So then on the top, again, I left the same original hanging piece there and added three really pretty flowers that was in my stash, and they come with these beads and bling. Really cute. So that's my finishing touch on the top. Just three of those, and that's pretty much it. So if I can get that little curl out of there. It's hard to show it. If I lay it, then all the chain just lays flat, but you can kind of get an idea. So those are my two ornaments. So yeah, that's about it for now. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.